Welcome to my video.
Hello everybody. So I was poking around on the internet last night, and as I do sometimes, I went over to the Bigfoot evidence webpage, and I came across a posting about this guy. Bigfoot 2016, awesome possible Sasquatch spotted ducking up and down on video. This comes from the Frosted Forest Sasquatch YouTube page. We've got a great page over there. Tell you what, man, I really have a lot of respect for people who can get out there and do field investigations. Man, I really wish I could do something like that, but it's just not something I can do right now in my life. He has a lot of really good videos over there. Now, I'll just come out and say that I believe that these creatures are real, and like anybody else who's a believer, very much wants to see them documented and classified. So when I saw this one initially, I thought, wow, this looks pretty good. Let's go take a look at it. So I did, and he does a really good job of pointing out exactly where to look in the video. So I spent probably, I don't know, 10 minutes going all over it, and for the life of me, I couldn't find it. So I downloaded the video, about a 2-minute portion that includes this time area right here, and I put it on my computer and was looking and looking. I even stabilized that portion, and God, I still couldn't find it. Well, I went back to his YouTube channel, Frosted Forest Sasquatch, and he put up another video where he slows it down and then highlights the area to look for. And then finally I was able to see what he was looking at, and okay, so great, I can see it. So I brought this up and took a look at it. Now, first thing you have to point out here is he's filming in a forested area that's got a pretty good canopy on top, so there's a lot of dark areas. And the camera automatically adjusts for that. It opens up the iris to let in the appropriate amount of light for the filming. So what that does is any area that's in direct sunlight, as you can see right here, is overexposed. Now the area we're looking at right down here also has an area that's overexposed. And I'll just play it forward and let you kind of see what he's looking at there. Now there's a dark spot right there. Watch that area. I'm just going to kind of jog this forward a little bit. Kind of looks like something's moving back there. Kind of poking its head up. Gets a little bigger, and then it kind of goes back down. That's very interesting. So what I did is I was kind of hoping to help this guy out and, maybe enhance it a little bit. So the first thing I did is I zoomed in on it and got this. Now when I originally zoomed in on it, when you zoom something up like this, it kind of loses clarity. It pixelates a little bit. So I sharpened it up a little bit, and this is the end result. Now, when you look at this closely, I'm going to jog this forward. You're going to see some movement here in the foreground. Now, there's a stick there with some leaves on it. I'm guessing maybe 20, maybe 30 yards in front of the camera. And as the camera's moving to the left, it changes the line of sight to where this leaves are now in front of that dark area in the background. Okay. So as I'm moving it, you can kind of see the leaves in front there. Right there. Right in this area right here. You can see the movement of the leaves in front. Now they're not actually moving. The perspective between the camera, the leaves, and the dark area in the background is changing. Okay? You can see the leaves. The leaves are now coming in front of the dark area. Can you see that? Alright, so here is what I think is happening. I don't think this is a real creature. All right, you have an area right here that is overexposed. It's in direct sunlight. All right, there's a dark area in the background. See this area up here? It's kind of way off in the distance here. That's darkened. This dark area is probably underneath these trees back there, and because it's surrounded by leaves, well, it's not really actually surrounded, you're looking through some foliage that is overexposed. All right, and then when the camera changes perspective, the line of sight changes, leaves in the foreground kind of move in front of it and cover it up, and it kind of gives that illusion that something's moving back there. Can you kind of make that out? Right in this area right there, again, you can kind of see the leaves. They're probably not even maybe 30 feet in front of the camera, but they're very hard to see because there's very little contrast. You get a bunch of green on green, and through the camera, I mean, you wouldn't notice this with your eyes, but when you look at it through a camera, you know, that motion back there kind of stands out because of that contrast from overexposed to underexposed. But sorry to say, I hate to burst anybody's bubble, but I don't think that's a Bigfoot popping up and down back there. I think what you're seeing is just a play on light caused by what you see here. Dark area in the background being partially covered up by leaves in the foreground. All right, of course, that's just my opinion. Like I said, I'm a believer, and I think this guy does a great job. Unfortunately, that's not a Bigfoot. Just my opinion. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe. And that's it. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.